Right here, good.
If I were to ask this audience to name two things you need more of on a daily basis, it's very likely that time and or money would be on each list. While driving through my neighborhood, I noticed that there were 3 homes for sale using 3 different methods. Through conversations and internet research, I found that time and or money could have influenced each person individually. The 3 methods of sale are for sale by owner, for sale by realtor, and for sale by absolute auction. There are pros and cons for each method for both the buyer and the seller, but hopefully today I'll help you better understand these as they pertain to the seller. If you, the seller, want complete and total control of selling your home, then for sale by owner would be a good option. Some of the benefits of selling by owner would be that you get to set your own price, you get to be selective of who you sell to, and you get to do your own negotiations. I recently read about a website called forsalebyowner.com, which is a resource for people looking to sell their own home. For just $80 to $699, you get the same resources a realtor uses, but you get to keep your control of selling your home. Some of the resources include yard signs, flyers, online listings, and live customer support, to name a few. This service allows you to keep your package personalized and within budget. However, with every upside, there comes a downside. When you sell by owner, you could end up spending more time and money than you originally intended to on selling your home. And you could invest more into marketing, which we discussed earlier. It would benefit you as the seller to get your home inspected first before the buyer stumbles upon any problems. Though it costs extra money at the start, it could save you in the end, making your house stronger in the eyes of the buyer from the start. Not only is money an issue, but time as well. You could spend hours on the phone in negotiations and showing your home. But if you have the time to do so, you could end up with more money in the end by selling your home by yourself. However, if you're willing to give up some control of selling your home, then selling with a realtor would be a good option. When selling with a realtor, the benefits often outweigh the drawbacks. A realtor does all the marketing for you, and they use their own time and money to do so. They have many marketing strategies and resources that an individual often doesn't whenever they're selling a home. And they have a broader buyer base and can do multiple listings working with other realtors. The convenience of using a realtor is that they handle all the schedules for you, they do all the showings, and they handle negotiations with your approval. When working with a realtor, you do not have to compromise any part of the sale. A major drawback of working with a realtor, though, is that around 5 to 7% is given to them as a commission. Let me give you an example. Let's split the difference here and say they gave you a 6% commission charge. If your house sold for $100,000, you'd end up giving them $6,000 out of what you sold for, leaving you with only $94,000. That could come out of your profit. And there could be more money out of that if they put on additional fees. Perhaps if control isn't as important as time and money to you, then an absolute option would be a good way to sell. With an auction, you're guaranteed a sale. The auctioneer handles all the marketing, and you get whatever the top bidder bids. The buyer can expect, though, to pay 10% above the sell price, which is called the buyer's premium. And that goes to the auctioneer, which is their fee for doing the auction. An example of this would be like if your house sold for $100,000, you'd get to keep the full $100,000, but the buyer would have to pay $110,000. Because of the nature of an auction, there are no negotiations, and your house could sell low. You're not guaranteed your crowd size, the money within the crowd, or the weather that day. You're only guaranteed a sale, mostly. The buyer is usually protected with home inspection clauses. Remember, selling a home doesn't have to be a difficult time. Hopefully, reviewing these issues will make it clear to you the way you should sell your home, by owner, by realtor, or by absolute auction. Is it money? Is it time? Once you decide what matters most to you, the answer should be clear to you how to sell.
It,